There's one mistake you're not paying attention to, and it's costing you by getting your account banned, getting you ignored by devs and project founders, and delaying your possibility of landing a job in the Web3 space. Yet, it's so easy to avoid. Here's how to stop having your account banned and instead have the attention of devs and project founders. This has always blown my mind, but 75% of you who watch my videos have not yet subscribed to the channel. Look, it doesn't hurt to hit on the subscribe button. Try it right now and see. Have you done that? Alright, let's move back to the video. We started a job hunt challenge in my paid community. One of my students sent me his pitch to make a final correction before he sends it over to the project in question. According to him, he said that the engagement of the project is very low, even though they have over 100k followers. Immediately I saw his approach. I knew it's the same approach anyone would have used, which would have led to the same result of being ignored or blocked. So I gave him some instructions on what he should do, and of course he tried explaining and justifying the reason why his assessment is good, talking about how they use hashtags and how their tweets are whack. But he mentioned something important, that they don't have a community where people can chat. Now, that's not normal as far as Web3 is concerned. There's no way a Web3 project wouldn't build a community. So I told him to provide answers to some of these things. What products do they have? What are they really building? Are they trying to build a community? And the reason for this is because community is the lifeblood of every Web3 project. The reason why you're able to leverage your skill in every Web3 project is because they are building a community. Without that community, there will be no need for a community manager or a moderator or a collab manager or any other major of the skills that we leverage in the Web3 space. It is because of a community that a lot of these skills find usefulness. So if a project is not building a community, then there's something wrong. So I told him to provide answers to those three vital questions. What products do they have? What are they really building? And are they trying to build a community? And as you can guess, in less than 5 minutes, he came back talking about the fact that it seems they are a truck racing company. So they've moved from real world assets projects to being a truck racing company. And that's what a simple research of less than 5 minutes would have saved you. Now, I'm very sure a lot of people fall into this same mistake. You send pitch without doing proper research, and at the end, what you're sending, the pitch you're sending, does not even relate to what the project is all about. And the result of this is that you get ignored, blocked, and your account reported, and thereby you have your account banned, several of your accounts banned. These are the issues. So how do you do your research? It's as easy as going through the previous conversations in the community, checking the project's website and reading information about the project. Now, I know your question would be, what's the point of researching every project if I'll only end up not getting hired? While you can't always control whether a dev would hire you or not, you can give yourself better odds and chances of getting hired and put the dev in a position where he would feel the pain of not hiring you. Now, I've explained how you can do this in details in the pitch write guide, but then let's take an example. Let's assume you get into a project as a graphic designer and you want to be hired as a graphic designer. Your dream outcome in this scenario is to be hired as a graphic designer. But then you go further to finding out the different obstacles or the different issues that will limit your chances of being hired. And one of these issues or one of these obstacles might be the fact that their focus is on user acquisition. So if the attention is on user acquisition, what you do in this case is to try to find a solution of how you can leverage your graphic design in acquiring user for the community or for the project. Even as a writer, you might come across the same issue when you're trying to get hired as a writer for a project, but the priority issue in the project is about how to acquire user to their project or how to acquire members to their community. Now, in this case, that will limit your chances of getting hired. So what you do in this case is to try to find a solution of how you can leverage writing to a project attract audience to their community or to their project. Now, if you're able to find a solution and you're able to communicate it well, it will increase your chances of getting hired. But then you won't just stop at just one limiting factor or one of those obstacles. You would research into the community to find other limiting obstacles that might hinder you or limit your chances of getting hired, and then try to provide solutions to these limiting factors and obstacles. At the end of the day, what you'd have is a well-tailored pitch that will allow you to charge as high as $200 per week, even as a graphic designer or as a writer for a project, because you're not just designing graphics for the project or just writing for the project, but the design you're making for the project and the write-ups you're making for the project is aimed at a greater benefit of acquiring users and members for the community. That's what you get paid for, and you get paid higher than just any other graphic designer or any other writer. Now, this is something I've explained extensively in my pitch write guide, which is actually paid. So if you like to get more information about what the pitch write guide is all about, just check the link in the description. Also, if you have any questions you'd like me to talk about or to make a video on, just drop it in the comment section and I'll either answer you in the comment section or make an entire video to explain and clarify your questions.